Cool. Yeah, we're a pretty new company. Right now, we're making about $80K a month,
Okay.
and we're profiting about 75% of that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this is great. Okay.
For sure. Yeah, so we run a company. I do test preparation for people that are taking the BCBA exam to become
Fine, this is on.
board certified behavior analysts.
Okay, got it.
Which is pretty cool because I can tell that you're a Skinnerian at heart and all that. But yeah, so our biggest bottleneck right now is just getting more attention. Like, our products are really good,
Cool.
and all of our students love them. Our reviews are crazy. It's just kind of getting more volume. But one of our problems with the business is that since with our company, our students don't really need us once they pass the exam. So they pass, and then they just they don't need us at all.
That's fine.
So it's really difficult to get continuity because we just constantly have to get new customers.
Okay.
So one thing that we've been working on is getting more university collaborations. So we just collaborated with our first university, and they're going to be implementing all of our materials for all of their students for across their whole program. And I feel like that's the best way to get continuity. So, but I just wanted to kind of pick your brain about what kind of strategy should I be using for cold outreach to new university programs.
Okay, so pause real quick.
Yeah.
So currently what percentage of your revenue is coming from university programs that you're doing collaborations with, and what percentage is coming from just people coming to you and just saying, hey, I want to help with test prep?
Right now, it's 95% just from people, and we have this one collaboration, and all their students are about to roll in and purchase all our products in the next couple weeks. So we haven't touched that revenue yet, really.
And this is just to once they take the test, they get into a university program. Is that correct?
No, opposite. So our students, they've already graduated from their programs. They all have master's degrees, and then they need their certification to practice professionally.
Okay, well that's great because it's closest to money. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
absolutely. So most of our students, they pretty much triple their income once they pass their exam.
Okay, so okay. So you're sitting on a gold mine, so that's a good news.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to talk through a couple of things. I'm just going to give you a couple of tactics. I gotta keep going, but here's we're gonna rapid fire. So number one, every single person who walks in the door, you have to get their current earnings. You get it. You have to get bank statements. Okay. 6 months after they graduate, and you have to put some sort of stick there. Maybe it's a rebate, maybe ideally a rebate, or maybe they can only become a member of this thing that you charge $10,000 a year, but they get it for free if they XYZ, which is they send you their earnings after they get the job using your thing. Okay. So the reason that that's important is that then, because you have such a clear, we get people from point A to point B, and it is related to the income that they're going to be able to earn in a field. If you look at Harvard can publish the average or median income of a Harvard graduate. They can say that. And so people will think, okay, well, if I go to Harvard, my median income post-graduation is $125,000 a year. Okay, great. I don't know what the number is. I have no idea what it is. But they can publish that. And so to the same degree, you're then able to frame your value against what that triple is in very real terms. And that way you can put disclosures and say, hey, these are the medians, that we have 10% of people who don't get jobs, and literally just publish the stats if you are as good as you say you are. And it'll just you'll be able to price so much higher by doing that. That's number one.
And the way to do that is to add the alumni job board as the thing. So you get the full-time, lifetime access to the alumni job board, and that's what people get, and you can show that to them on the front end.
Okay, yeah, I like that idea for sure.
Okay, that's thing one. Thing two is I think the idea of going after the universities is not a bad idea. You need to think about your business as one level chunked up, which is that the customers are the universities, not the kids, right? And so the goal is to basically create a monopoly here where you can map the entire network of these universities. They make full-time partnerships with you, and ideally you can lock them into longer-term agreements. And I would always ask the magic question, which is, what would it take? What would it take for us to make this exclusive? What would it take for us to lock in for 5 years? And once you do that, then you can become an entrenched monopoly, but you're too small for anti-monopoly rules to affect you. And then you can become a money printing business. Again, not a guarantee. The results will vary.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
what Alex is saying is also like, you want the test prep is just a part of the journey, right? So your next part of the journey is the career placement part of the journey. So you just have to figure out, hey, what is the career placement component that I can add to this? So the test prep is paid by the student, the career placement is paid by the university. So you monetize both sides of both sides of the supply demand curve.
Yeah, so people with this certification are super high demand. Like they find jobs instantly. Like they apply and like they're just handed jobs.
Well, if you want to make more money, right, then that's a scarce resource. And so then you can include in a placement at an even higher earnings. Like basically you can pre-negotiate for them, because if they're all getting lots of jobs, then it's scarce, which means you can then create overrides.
Correct.
Which means you can hoard the scarce resource, and then you make money on the customer and on the placement.
Okay, I see.
I don't think you do that now, to be clear, because you're too small. So I want to be clear, but that's like, if we're looking at like what's the big vision, that's where we want to go. Right now though, document the earnings, number one. Number two, once you have those documented earnings, you go to the, I would do that first, because then you can use that in your sales pitch to each of the universities, because that makes sense for them, because they're going to want to advertise those numbers too, if they can, and they will be able to, if they fully and exclusively collaborate with you.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
One more thing is,
I gotta go to the next one though. But does that help at least to get you started?
Yeah, for sure. Very helpful. Happy birthday, man.
No, I appreciate you. And if you want to rub shoulders with the universities, the best things that I've found have been going to the trade shows and conferences, because that's where the buyers are. That's where you'll be able to, it's the easiest way to get your foot in the door.
Awesome. Good to know. Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
You bet. I'll give you one more 201 strategy, which is hire someone who already did sales into academia. This is a little bit higher end. That person already has the black book. They already have all the key holders for every one of these universities, and you're basically buying their black book by hiring them. So then when they call, they pick up the phone. That's what you're paying for. All right?
All right. Awesome.
Appreciate you.
it.
All right. Thanks for donating books, man.
Yeah, thanks for doing it, man.
All right. That's it. All right.
We hit it.
If you're a business owner and you are not growing as fast as you'd like, I'd like to give you a free gift. So my team and I put together the $100 million scaling roadmap, which is basically 200 hours of us looking over all the portfolio companies we've had and what stages of growth they went through, and more importantly, where they got stuck and how they got past it. And so we broke it into these 10 stages, and we made this little kind of quiz thing where if you put in your business information, it'll tell you where you're at, and the most important part for you, what to do for each of the functions of the business across product, marketing, sales, customer success, recruiting, IT, human resources, and finance. And so no matter what you're struggling with, someone else has already struggled with it and solved it. And so I'd like to give you this thing absolutely free. You can go to acquisition.com/roadmap, plug in your business information. And if you want us to actually help you deconstrain the business and you're trying to scale, we'd love to help you out. On the thank you page, you can just book a call with my team, and we will look at the business, see if we can help. And if we can, we'll invite you out to Vegas, and we'll do this in person live.